I started off in dirt motorbikes. My father purchased my first one at the age of 12. Pretty much spiraled from there. My old man and I managed to get a 180SX, and ever since then I really got heavily into the Japanese market and the modifying scene. I've always had the love of cars, and it's always been my passion. I think it's in you as a young kid. I initially bought the RX-7 about 3 years ago now. I bought it with an engine that wasn't running. We had a chat to the BYP guys and said, look, I've always had an interest in the RX-7 chassis. I loved the Series 4 prior to that, and I knew the capabilities and the R&D that Mazda had put into the Series 8 FD, and the RX-7 chassis, when it was produced, was competing the same level in the endurance races as Porsche. I put it to them by saying, look, can we do it? Is it possible? And they pretty much said, look, we're willing to give it a go. That's the sole reason that we did purchase the vehicle, was to pretty much do the K20 swap. People have put many conversions. Typically, they generally tend to put the LS1 engine into them. The engine bay was quite large and had a fair bit of room for the K20 engine. It sat in there quite nicely. It allowed us to do a V-mount setup, which also worked quite well and keeps the cooling of the vehicle down. I'm actually quite surprised with how it performs. The K20 engine just loves to breathe, and it doesn't dip off like a lot of other turbo cars would. It generally does tend to whack quite hard when the turbo comes on, and it still continues to climb. So that bit there with the VTEC engaging the turbo makes it very enjoyable to drive. Look, rotary guys are very passionate about their rotaries. I was one of them, and still kind of am. I still got a soft spot for the rotary engine, but considering that the FD was going to get a lot of track work, it sort of put two and two together for me to say, look, let's think about a way that we can keep it reliable at the same time, have a bit of fun with it. There's plenty of things that's been said about the vehicle. A lot of them I probably don't want to say on the camera, to be quite honest. People are just saying it's nonsense, it's out of control, it's what are you doing? At the end of the day, it was built for me and built for the track, and just have a bit of fun. The ultimate goal for the car was to be the ultimate street car. There's nothing more that I enjoy more is to go to the track, drive it to the track. That's what the car was built for. And I think in my eyes that it's going to be on the top of the level there, because it's quite a quick car. The car's done a 10.7 at 132 mile per hour. That's on a fully standard gearbox and diff on low boost. The car's got plenty more in it. I've entered in roll racing, a lot of fun, racing up against everyone else. It really turns a lot of heads. So the K20 engine's come out of a Civic Type R. It's had to be turned on an angle essentially with an adapter plate up to a S2000 gearbox in order for it to be converted to a rear-wheel drive vehicle. It's got a fully built bottom end. It's currently running E85 with a Honda management system, V3. It's producing about 320 kilowatts on low boost at the moment. The boys did tune it to about 399, 400 kilowatts on high boost, or mid to high boost. It's got a little bit of work done to it to keep it going right. It's very reliable, it doesn't give us any problems on the track. It's got a Cusco 1.5-way rear diff. It's got Evo 10 front brakes and calipers. Mazda Speed rear diffuser, Mazda Speed front lip and side skirts, as well as rear pods. Tyre choice and wheel choice is so important, especially considering that the car is designed and built to be put through all of its paces throughout circuit, drag and streets. There's 3 different types of tyres that I'm currently using. This set on the vehicle is the works. Street, it's just a basic street tyre wrapped on a nice 19-inch rim, 10.5 on the rear. It looks good and it's good for the street. I've got another set of wheels that's just solely for the track. It's got Yokohama 050s. And then the last set is for drag purposes. It's Mickey Thompson rear tyres with just these wheels on the front. When I use it for a street car, generally it's just to go up to the shops. It's a great all-rounder. I'm happy where the car is. There are further modifications on the list. look, I think the car is always that, you know, in the back of my mind, and it's always that safe haven. If there's anything going on, I can just take it for a drive or just, you know, use it to escape essentially. So.